So, having been in the consulting space for, many, many, many years, and having been a part of thousands of sales meetings and conversations, I have struggled through many a meeting as a human being, just like I would in any other field or doing anything else. Of course, there's going to be challenges. But I had a recent sales meeting that was unlike any that I've been a part of. Maybe it's just because I'm so hyper aware right now of my own growth points and how I'm feeling and what's happening within me. But I absolutely bombed this sales meeting. And there are two big leadership lessons that I learned from that situation. Now, I could give you the backstory, but I don't even think the backstory matters. The fact is, I was not as prepared as I could have been. And in the moment, it was clear to everyone. So there are two things about this particular situation that represent areas of big growth for me. Two things that were very different for me in this bombing experience. Okay, leadership lesson number one. For the first time ever in a meeting like this, I acknowledged how awful I felt and I owned it. I acknowledged that the way in which I was talking about myself and the work was not reflective of who I am. And it felt really good because I found myself just kind of going on and it felt awful. And so I stopped and acknowledged that. And immediately I was like back in my body. I was connected with myself so that I gave authenticity a fighting chance in the moment. So that felt really good. Then, after the meeting was over, I am naturally, as a human being, I am reactive. And so my tendency, and I've done this so many times, would have been to seek validation. Instead of sitting in the awful feeling of having bombed that meeting, what I typically do is I text a friend, someone to remind me how wonderful I am, or I blame. I look to all the things that they didn't do in the process. But you know what? I didn't do that. I just sat in it and I felt it. And I recognized that I wasn't as prepared as I could have been. And I thought about what a gift this experience is, how it's teaching me so much about what I want to do and how I want to show up. So here's to bombing sales meetings and learning so much in the process. Here's to acknowledging how you're feeling right in the middle of it and not having to react afterwards, just letting it be what it is. What a great way to take care of yourself and ultimately each other.